On today's menu, we're making banana bread. Get yourself some really ripe bananas. The darker the banana, the sweeter the juice. Wait, mash them really good with the fork, and then we're gonna add some eggs and cannoli oil. Give that a mix and just let it vibe on the side, and now we're gonna work on our dry ingredients. The usual suspects: flour and sugar, baking soda, and a little bit of salt. And today, we have a special ingredient. Yeah, psych? But no, seriously, we're using vanilla jello pudding. I have never— Shut the fuck up, I'm recording, damn! Moving on, combine the two bowls and gently fold them together, okay? Do not overmix. Now, I love chocolate, so I'm gonna throw some in there. No, seriously, like, feel free to add anything you want. I've seen people add coconut, walnut, any kind of nut. Take your banana bread mixture and pour it into a bread tray and bake it at 325 degrees for about 1 hour. Once you can poke it with a toothpick and it comes out clean, we are pretty much done. This baking shit is easy. The bread came out more moist than me after sitting on a barber chair for 1 hour, you know? And that's pretty moist. Add some ice cream on top if you're feeling crazy. On today's menu, we're making garlic knots. Get yourself a can of biscuit dough, and we're gonna cut each individual piece in half. Roll those bad boys out until they're about 5 inches long, which also happens to be the length of a fallopian tube. Anyways, we're gonna have to tie these into knots. Just imagine like you're tying your shoes, you know? Repeat the steps until you don't have any more dough. Let that just vibe on the side while we work on our topping. A little bit of unsalted melted butter, table salt, Italian seasoning. We have some parsley in there, garlic powder, and some fresh Parmesan cheese. Do not use pre-grated cheese because they just don't melt. I think it has something to do with the preservatives. Anyways, we're gonna take a brush and brush the butter onto our knots, and you should get something that looks like this. Whoa, kind of like dumplings. Throw them into the oven at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes. Take them out, and yeah, not gonna lie, these came out the oven kind of ugly. Anyways, we're just gonna plate them, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, I'm not one to biscuit shame, but the biscuits at Red Lobster, but these though, this one's just built different, man. Just truly spectacular. And these fit perfectly in your mouth. First off, get yourself some deveined and deshelled jumbo shrimp and let that vibe on the side while we make our Cajun seasoning, which is pretty much onion powder, paprika, oregano, garlic powder, salt, cayenne pepper, red pepper, black pepper. Or you can just buy Cajun seasoning at the store. Save yourself some time, you know? Anyways, we're gonna use half of the seasoning on our shrimp, and the other half we're gonna save for our rice, which we're gonna wash because there could be all different types of debris and insect poop in there. Once you have your rice, your seasoning, your shrimp, we're gonna throw some butter into a pan on medium heat and simply cook our shrimp for about 2 minutes on each side, or until it's opaque all the way through. Once we're finished with that, we're gonna saute some garlic and butter. Once our garlic is a little bit brown, we're gonna add in our seasoning and our rice and a little bit of chicken broth, which is crazy to me because I always make my rice with water, but this sounds like a good idea. Cover with the lid and let it simmer for about 15 minutes or maybe even longer if you want crispy rice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Throw your shrimp on top, a little bit of parsley. Just a simple, easy, quick recipe, and it's actually really healthy too. Just ignore all the butter that we use. According to today's menu, we are gonna make some fried rice. This is a freestyle recipe just straight off my forehead. We're gonna start off by cutting some garlic and green onion, as well as some Chinese sausage. You can use any other meat as well, but if you even think about using hot dogs, get the fuck. Moving on, we're gonna need some peas, scrambled eggs, and day-old rice. Newton, can I use fresh rice? I mean, I suppose, but it's gonna end up making the dish gummy and not as good. Throw your rice into a pan with some oil and cook it until it's warm and sticky like this. Take it out and just let it vibe on the side. And now it's time to saute our vegetables, which is gonna be our garlic and peas. Boom, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then throw in your meat and your rice. Okay, cool. We're also gonna add soy sauce and just give it a mix until it's a nice mahogany color. And for the eggs, you don't wanna pour it on top of the rice, okay? That's a rookie mistake. You wanna cook it a little bit on the side first and then mix it in. A nub of butter and some green onion. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're missing one thing and one thing only, alright? Parsley! Bro, I was watching Tory Lane's IG live earlier and I never wanted to be a gummy worm so bad. Ha! First things first, we're gonna get ourselves some chicken thighs and pound them very thin. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, perfect. Moving on, we're gonna set up a 3-bowl breading station, okay? The first bowl being flour, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, a little of salt. Bowl number 2 will have 1 singular egg and a hot sauce of your choice. It can be tapatio. Is that a helicopter? Anyways, the last bowl is just gonna be some panko breadcrumbs. And really, the only thing that's left to do is to bread our chicken. And make sure you do a good job, okay? The last thing you want is a chicken katsu with the bald spot. Let the chicken vibe on the side while we heat up some oil in a pan. And just fry the chicken for 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Or until the internal temperature of the chicken reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Toast up a couple buttered brioche breads. And you're supposed to spread some mayo on it, but I did not have any, so I'm just using fry sauce instead. Assemble your sandwich. And just cut off the crust so that the sandwich can look nice and pretty. pretty. Ooh. Add some parsley. Okay, now you guys might call this sandwich ugly, but she is very beautiful to me. On another note, can somebody tell me how to stop allergies? Because this shit is whooping my ass.